Okay, everybody's been asking about the bearings on a survey and how to know where your line should start and end when doing property boundary check. Most of the time you'll have a survey in your hand and let's say you've purchased this property and you want to put up a fence. Well, you can't just walk out there and start, tying string and all that stuff together from one post to the next post. You need to find this post. And when you're 600 plus feet, I don't know, even 100 feet away in dense vegetation like this, it makes it hard to do. You can't just run a line from here to here and expect it to be straight. You will probably have a line that's all kind of crazy just because of sheer obstacles in your way. Again, I will show you GPS bearings and how to get from one point to the next point using GPS and a handheld typical military compass or lensatic compass or whatever. But for purposes of Google Earth, right now I will show you how to get your estimated boundary lines. This overlay does not have my bearings, but it has my distances. If you recall, I showed you a previous survey with more information on it. See, I didn't need all this stuff in my overlay in Google Earth, so I went ahead and edited all this. So, with that said, let's look at the bearings here. Here are the bearings. This is the distance. So you will travel down these bearings, this distance, to get to this from point to point. All right? So, we will do this top one here, which is south, 89 degrees, 45 minutes, 54 seconds east. All right? So you may go back over to Google Earth and I'll show you the problem with that. Let's do a line and you'll see you can do your feet in distance here, roughly, and your heading. It says 0 degrees. Watch what happens to the heading when I start moving this line. It changes. All right? Now, that is an issue, right? So that's degrees. 360 is a circle, all right? So that's a problem because that's not what your bearings will look like. So let's go ahead and clear that. And just so you know, 0 degrees is from your starting point. So you will want to know as close as possible to where that corner marker is on your property. All right? So remember, 0 is your starting point. And you need to know angular degrees for Google Earth because you can't change this setting. All right? How do you get angular degrees or decimal degrees from your degrees, minutes, and seconds? You have to do a little math. All right, let's go back. Let's pull up a calculator. Or you can probably find a conversion on the web somewhere. But here's a straightforward way of doing this. All right, so look, 89 degrees, you're going to add your minutes, which is 45. Here's where it starts getting a little strange. You're going to divide by 60 at this point, okay? Then you're going to add your seconds plus 54. Here's another tricky part. Divided by 3,600. And when you hit equals, it's going to give you 89.765 decimal degrees. All right, 89.765. Go back into your Google Earth. It's probably easier if you do all the math and then go into Google Earth. So we'll start. We'll start here, just for visual purposes. As a matter of fact, there it goes. So remember, So 662 feet. So go out 662 feet. Alright. I'm just calling it rough. See where the heading degrees is? 662. And we want to make sure that we're heading at 89.76 degrees. Alright. So that is roughly the area for my property. However, remember, let's go ahead and clear that. I can show you the correct one. That is actually my property line at the proper degrees. So we can do these, but I think you get the point. Again, here's the math for you. Go back, write this down. So it's, actually I'll put it on the screen for you. Your whole number degrees plus your minutes divided by 60 plus seconds divided by 3,600, 3600, and that will give you a decimal degree. Please, if you have questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.